situation that simply would not be able to stand. And each state then choosing from one administration to the next what laws they're going to allow the federal government to enforce or not enforce. It's a recipe for an absolute disaster. And so when we look at what the state legislators and the public officials are doing in Minneapolis in standing in the way in this regard, it is exactly contradictory to what we need to be doing in a country in which it's the politicians who are elected by the people who enact the laws and the executive branch who enforces it. And these folks, I pray that they stay safe and stop with the dangerous situation that they are causing.
The folks at ICE say that, you know, it's local authorities who are ramping up the trouble here because, you know, because of these protests and the doxing of agents, the social media alerts about agent actions. Instead of sending, say, 5 people to try to apprehend one of these suspects, they're having to send 15 because they need 10 people to handle crowd control and just protect the agents who are trying to do their work.
Right. I think that there's a very important conversation that's being had, and it's the Insurrection Act. What does it take for the president to utilize that tool to make sure that state agencies who are supposed to be protecting the public safety are doing so? And if they're not, the federal government has more tools at its disposal to ensure that it's able to do so. And so we come back again to what the local officials are doing to create wildly dangerous situations, whether it's through the reckless speech of the politicians, whether it's through law enforcement not responding to areas in which there are uprisings and violence occurring against federal officers, or any other number of really quite ridiculous reasons for them to have allowed this to get this far out of control. It has to stop.
Well, the Insurrection Act would be a serious step.